On April 18, 2026, representatives from 40 nations logged into an emergency virtual summit. The meeting, spearheaded by UK Prime Minister Keir Starmer and French President Emmanuel Macron, was a direct crisis response. A sudden military blockade sealed off the Strait of Hormuz, just 21 miles wide, spikes, and threatened worldwide inflation. The modern global economy relies heavily on these tight, high-risk pinch points. If one fails, the shockwaves are immediate. Today, we are seeing a coordinated international race to identify and secure these fragile nodes. Deploying navies to clear a geographic waterway is ultimately a temporary fix. Long-term survival requires dismantling the invisible choke points buried deep inside our global supply chains, our technology sectors, and human capital. To restructure its technological ecosystem, the United States and allies recently launched the Pax Silica initiative. It is a strategic effort designed to secure everything from extracting raw minerals to manufacturing advanced microchips. As the newest member of this alliance, the Philippines is preparing to build a 4,000-acre industrial hub within the Luzon Economic Corridor, dedicated specifically to processing critical minerals and fabricating semiconductors. The underlying logic is friendshoring. By shifting production to a diversified network of trusted partner countries, the alliance bypasses the severe vulnerabilities of relying on a single region for semiconductor manufacturing. Rebuilding global supply chains requires massive amounts of capital. To see how nations actually fund these rapid industrial pivots, we have to look at how foreign investment flows into expanding markets like India. This chart shows the changing pathways of foreign direct investment entering India. While the historical route through Mauritius has shrunk, the Singapore route expands significantly, now dominating roughly 30% of total inbound capital. Investors favor this pathway because it offers remarkably low transaction costs and the protection of stable tax treaties. Global capital from the US, Europe, and Japan efficiently routes through this single financial gateway before funneling into India's growing industrial base. Securing physical hardware and routing billions in foreign capital are crucial steps, but none of that infrastructure functions if a nation lacks the skilled human workforce required to operate it. A major constraint in India's education pipeline has been a stark language gap. Millions of students learn in their native dialects during primary school, only to hit a hard barrier when higher technical education is taught almost exclusively in English. On April 18th, the government launched the third edition of the Vani scheme, committing 4 crore rupees annually to fund multilingual academic programs. This funding supports over 200 conferences and technical workshops, specifically designed to teach complex engineering and software concepts in 22 different regional languages. By removing this linguistic bottleneck, students from rural and diverse backgrounds can bypass language struggles and directly engage with high-impact fields like artificial intelligence, quantum technology, and data science. We are already seeing this push for localized innovation at institutions like IIT Kharagpur, which just announced the Vikram Sodhi Center, backed by 15 crore rupees in targeted funding. This specific research hub is building integrated AI systems designed to optimize the entire mineral extraction lifecycle, from initial geological surveys to environmental processing. Empowering local engineering talent to build artificial intelligence that optimizes domestic resources is the final necessary step in establishing true technological independence. Yet underneath the advanced microchips and global shipping routes lie the most rigid constraints of all. If a nation exhausts its water supply and its power grid, every other system simply stops. In Ahmedabad, the Kankaria coaching depot has achieved something remarkable for heavy infrastructure. It has officially become India's first water-neutral railway maintenance yard. By trading and reusing the exact amount of water it consumes, the facility is actively saving 1.6 lakh liters of fresh water every single day. The technology driving this efficiency is entirely nature-based, a process known as phytoremediation. It relies on a multi-stage system where carefully selected wetland plants naturally absorb heavy pollutants from the industrial wastewater. After the plants filter the impurities, the water undergoes advanced sand filtration and a final UV disinfection before being routed back to wash the next train. Moving water requires massive amounts of power. Recognizing this energy choke point, Bengaluru's Water Supply and Sewerage Board just became the first Indian water utility to earn the globally recognized ISO 50001 certification for energy management. This certification confirms that their massive high-drain pumping stations at TK Holly are operating at peak energy efficiency, proving that rapidly expanding megacities can scale their utilities without crashing their local power grids. Whether it is deploying naval coalitions to unblock the Strait of Hormuz, shifting billions in capital through Singapore, or engineering wetland plants to wash trains in Ahmedabad, the pattern is clear. The future belongs exclusively to the nations that actively identify and master their choke points.